Alright folks, so this is going to be the same exact QTD as the one before, and the earlier QTD was, how do governments distribute power? Answer number 2. That question has 3 answers. The first answer was unitary. This lesson is about the second answer, and it is called a federal style of distributing power. It means it's the power to make and enforce laws is shared between the central government and the local, state, and provincial governments. What did I say another term for central was? That's right, national or federal. So, if you're a picture kind of person, you will learn by pictures. Here's a picture for you. You notice these lines of power are now flowing back and forth. You've got the central or the national government up here, but below it are the local and the state and the provincial governments, and power is going back and forth. For example, in the United States of America, we have a federal style of distributing power. Here's how it works. The national government might decide that it wants to build an interstate. Okay? They regulate the speed limit on those interstates, as I understand it, even though those interstates go all over the country and they go through the states. However, they cannot tell the state what the speed limit should be on a state road. So if a state decides to build a road, or even a county decides to build a road, the county or the state who built that road would decide what the speed limit was for that road. Also, the national government taxes us. They made a law that says if you make a certain amount of money, we're going to take part of that money and call it a tax. Well, the local and the state governments also have that power, and it's a separate tax. Some states have state income tax, some don't. As I understand it, Florida has decided not to have a state income tax, while Georgia does have a state income tax, and that's left up to the state. So you see that power to make and enforce laws, they both have it. The central government has it, as well as the local and the state has it. And that's a federal style of distributing power. The next one, Part 3, is the most complicated of all. So I hope you were paying attention in Part 1 and Part 2, because you're really going to have your thinking cap on in Part 3. So be sure to watch Part 3.